Two, whatever property that's owned in the black community, what a lot of people don't understand, there's a lot of houses. There's a lot of, not houses. There's a lot of property that your city and your county owns, them abandoned properties. That shit owned by the city and the county because they took ownership of those properties. That's the part they don't tell y'all. They took ownership of most of those properties within them districts. Abandoned house, owner died, didn't pass down, didn't pay the tax, and the county and the city took ownership of the property. They bulldozed it, they paid somebody, the city and the county pays somebody to go cut the grass. You think it's somebody own that motherfucker. Ain't no sign up there say for sale. You like, well, what the hell is going on? Somebody own? No, county, city own it. Who you think they give that property to? Who you think they give that property to? Do they give it to us? A lot of times they do. A lot of times they give it to the church for support of the candidate. And the church does what? Sell a property to who? Doesn't look like somebody like us. And then there's a lot of times they don't give it to the church. I'm putting y'all up on game. Meanwhile, y'all want to sit up here and fight each other. That's how it works. All right, let's put it on somebody. Come on. Black American first. Nope. 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 Let me invite Nikki to speak. I don't have nobody in the speaker's room. Request room. Let me see who's in the request. Okay. Let me try to. I'm gonna be cutting these waters all day. Hello. How you doing? Enough is enough?
Wow, you actually let me speak. I actually been down there for a minute. But I have a question for you. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you telling your people to vote for Democrats? Why do you feel like this would actually help your people?
Why am I telling my people to vote?
Why are you supporting Democrats, knowing they haven't did anything in centuries for anyone?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You ready for this?
I'm very ready.
Ron DeSantis, in this case, what this conversation is about, why am I supporting Nikki Free? Well, with this particular conversation, Nikki Free is running in a primary. This primary is only 2 Democrats. So us Democrats have to pick one of the candidates. There's no Republican in this, no independent in this, just the Democrats. So I am telling people to support Nikki Free because the candidate who's running against her, one day he was an independent, one day he was a Republican governor and put all the black people in jail and did everything, and the worst governor for black people in the history of the state of Florida. Then he turned independent, and then he turned Democrat.
Okay. So can I?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me get you. Let me talk to you. Okay. So I'm supporting her because she's not a turncoat. and she's done great things in the Black community in this primary. Now, the question is, have I ever supported another candidate from another party? Yes, I did. In the last election for Miami-Dade County, I supported Bovo. Esteban Bovo. He's a card-carrying Republican. I supported him over the Democrat, but her name is Carver. The Democrat won. She sold all the bullshit to the Black people in the community. She did what she had to do, and she won. Right now, they are sitting there looking stupid. So I support people who are going to do for our community. I don't care whether you're Republican, Democrat, or independent. If we sit down at the table and have a conversation with you about the things that concern the African American community, then we support you. If majority of your campaign, if you have taken money from special interest groups, very important. If you've taken money from all these special interest groups that want to come in and gentrify our neighborhood, and if you take these special interest groups money that are traditionally bad for the African American community, I can't support you, whether you're Republican or Democrat. And I tell my people, look, follow the money. That'll help you know what direction that candidate, as an elected official, is going to go down. So you got me?
Yeah.
So I don't just support.
So I got you, but you also told people to go out and vote for Kamala Harris, knowing damn well she wasn't going to do anything, because if you would have did your research, you would have known that she hasn't did anything but lock Black people up. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess I just don't think that you would be the best person.
Let me help you on that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me help you on that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go, I write a column in the Miami New Times. I don't get paid a dime for it, because I think it's very important for us to get our message off the same way they get their message off, using media and all forms of it. So I write a column in the Miami New Times. You go do the research. You will see I probably wrote one of the most scathingest articles that you would ever imagine, with facts and receipts on Kamala Harris. I wrote that article. And you know what happened? Me and her, then, this Black lady, we had a conversation. And then we went back and looked at the things that she did. And every politician do some things that they regret. Every politician do some things that are wrong. But then now you have to then sit there to say, okay, what's the lesson of all evil? Are we going to support Donald Trump? Or let's just say we're back into the Democratic primary. Well, we got to make a decision. Are we going to support Joe Biden? Are we going to support Buttigieg? Are we going to support Wong? Are we going to support the fake Democrat lady who's really a Republican, who works for Fox News right now, and she's running for president? So you got to then make a decision as to who you get ready to support. Everybody ain't going to be 100%. 100%. Everybody's track record ain't going to be 100% for your messaging. You're going to have to say, okay, well, you line up, okay, all right. They're not gonna check all the boxes. They're not gonna check all the boxes. So again, no different than Black men, Black women, white candidates, Hispanic ones. You got to make your mind up. Okay, what's your platform, Miss Harris, on the phone? What's your platform? Okay, I want to do this, and this for African American people. The first thing that lady said out of her mouth, and I swear on my child, the first thing that lady said out of her mouth, we talked about Black history. Black people come over here, we go and we fought in a war. This is her talking. We fought in a war, we came back, we got no house. I gotta go and give our black people back the land. That's this lady who everybody want to talk all this shit about. But at the end of the day, so okay, your track record. What you locked up? Okay, Ms. Harris, you locked up all the people, and you locked up. You're a state attorney. You locked up all these black people in San Francisco. Okay, let's talk about that, Mr. Campbell. No, I locked up people who was raping, people who was killing, people who was robbing. Name me a state attorney who don't.
Look, we're not even gonna go. Look.
No, we're gonna go there. So, what you gonna do? Listen, you go do the.
You actually go and
do the research.
And look, I have.
Let me ask you this.
Come on now.
Let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this. People on weed charges, okay? Let's keep it.
And I asked that question.
If we gonna
hold on. Let's keep it. And I asked her that. I said, hey, look, go look at my article. My article says what you're saying right now. And we had to sit down, which I respect, because most people run from that smoke when you put them out there, when you put their record on blast. And I had the conversation. You showed up right. I said, well, what are the people you locked up on weed charges? That wasn't no rape.
They in there for life. I have people in there that's in there for life for weed.
If you could put that in the jumbotron, the black people who locked up for life.
I will. I definitely will.
Okay, do that. That's great information. But again. So who are we going to support? So who we going to support? Who we going to go with? Regular?
I just feel like maybe just because you don't have a good track record when it comes to supporting
I have an excellent track record.
When it comes to supporting people, if that was the case,
no, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Listen, hold on. Where's the facts and the receipts that my track record is better?
When a lady get on TV, the person you told people to support get on TV and say, I'm not doing anything for black people, anything specific for black people.
Where's that? Send me that.
That you don't have a good track record with putting people in office. Your people in Florida, you just said they're all suffering down there, right? That tells me you don't have a good.
Okay. Enough of that. Enough is enough. We're gonna have a decent conversation. We're not. If we're gonna point out one thing, see, that's what we do. If we're going to point out one thing, young lady come in here, why are you supporting Democrats? I had to break down, this is a Democratic primary, miss. Because you upset. Affiliated one of the little groups. Y'all just upset. I'm trying to think, I really don't want to get into this, but I want to know what fucking Republican is going to give some niggas some reparation. Find me that person, put him in the jumbotron. Who, Tim Scott? Tim Scott have to champion that. But I ain't getting on that. Everybody, Kamala Harris. That's the same old thing. That's what our problem is right now. We go in the Waffle House, they have all the eggs and all the shit on the floor and all the cartons all on the floor, throwed all over the place. We buying them motherfucking waffles up like a motherfucker. We go into the black restaurant, all they gotta do is have a water stain on the floor. Look at this. Here to the black. We hold ourselves to a higher standards, super high standards. You could be Sessions, and you could be this other KKK member. You can own plantations. Half of the Republicans own plantations. Y'all talking about, everybody want to talk about ancestors? What the fuck you think their ancestors are? Plantation owners. Google that. But the black lady put somebody in jail for weed. She the worst thing in America. You got a bad track record. Shit me. All the people I supported in the state of Florida, Miami-Dade County, If they won, goddamn it, they doing their thing. Black people getting better opportunities. Black people got better jobs. Black people got better businesses. Black communities are flourishing. Tell me about my damn. You supporting Kamala Harris, yeah? Find me a candidate that's gonna be flawless. But that's us. We're gonna hold black people to a higher standards. We can't even sit there and listen to. I tell nobody to support nobody. Look, I say this is who I'm endorsing. I tell everybody, idiots ain't gonna hear it. Go do your own research. Don't listen to me and don't listen to nobody else. Go do your own research on a candidate. See what they're all about. Find me somebody that did not create some bad policy or make some mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. Kamala Harris makes mistakes. Trump made a shitload of mistakes. Joe Biden made mistakes. He supported the fucking crime bill to put all the black people in the jail. Damn Hillary Clinton made mistakes. Richard Nixon made mistakes. Some of them they did because that's what they wanted to do. And they didn't feel like it was a mistake. Yes, that too. But the bottom line is what? You got to look at it. He checked shit. He checked some bad boxes here, and I would check some other boxes. And can we get something done with this one? Can we get something done with that one? Now you got to look at the board and say, okay, well, fuck. What the hell has the Republicans did for us? We got a better chance. Yeah, listen, I don't like the Democratic Party. Them motherfuckers is the worst. Because, yes, they have been robbing us for our vote. I said, they have been, but as soon as we get our shit together, they rob us out for our vote because they know we're easy to be separated. Like when you open up these spaces on here and all these different groups, they know we're easy to be separated. And what they've always said about the black community, divide and conquer. The only got but so many black people that can vote. Run your candidates. Don't get on here fucking with me. Go run your candidates. Let's see how that worked for you. Run your candidates in your town. You got 40 million people. Run your candidates. Last time I checked, you ran one in South Carolina, the heart of the fucking slavery. How many votes did he get? Because you want to cuss out everybody else. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. So, okay, you put yourself in a little bag. How many votes did he get? Did he get elected? Did he beat the establishment? No. That should be a lesson. You should go back in the back room and say, okay, let me hit reset. Shit. We can't be going out here attacking these goddamn people. We don't need these people to get our ass and do like them. The Republican Party would love to have some black people come on over there. If black people go down there and sit down with them motherfuckers, they might try to do something. That's politics. Democratic Party has been treating black people bad because they know, okay, y'all motherfuckers ain't got no choice. Majority of the shit I get done in Miami-Dade County is through Republicans. I sat there and told this young lady one thing, sweetheart. Oh, you always support Democratic candidate. No. Miami-Dade County budget is higher than most third world countries. billion-dollar budget, billions and billions of dollar budget. I supported a fucking Republican who stand at the airport to shake Donald Trump's hand over the Democrat. Oh, so I don't have you on that. So let's talk about Kamala Harris. She's the vice president. So this easy target is to hold the black restaurant, black lady, black man, black everybody to a higher standards. Okay, we can do that. Well, who the hell are you gonna vote for? That's what I want to know. I have a better chance with you. Goddamn right. I got a better chance with the black woman. If the black woman enough, after I write a scathing article, to get on the phone, find my goddamn number, and call me up and say, hey, let's have a conversation about this article you wrote. The same bullshit a lot of people say, okay, let's have, yeah, well, I did some things, I made some mistakes, I did some shit, yeah. But here's my track record, Mr. Campbell. While you're out there practicing your son playing baseball, here's my track. Me and that black woman had I had all the respect in the world for her, just the mere fact to get on the phone and to say, look, let me tell you what type of woman I am. Well, how do you feel about gun control? Well, I got a gun. Shit. Because black people need their fucking guns. We got crime in the neighborhood. That ain't gonna fly. How do you feel about housing, Miss Harris? Well, you know what we gotta do first, Mr. Campbell? We gotta change the way FICO score is calculated, because most black folks are doing what? They're renting, and the rent man, FICO score don't calculate rent and the phone and the water and all that. So we're not getting the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the FICO score to be able to put ourselves in a position to go to the bank with good credit where we're paying our shit on time. That's this black lady that y'all want to crucify. You want to know, when I started hearing that shit, you telling me some shit that I don't even know, which I know that directly for, and then I got to regulate the fucking banks. If I am the president. We're going to sit here and talk about all the shit you did wrong? Is that what we're going to do? Every one of them fucking politicians did something wrong. Every one of them created bad policy. Every one of them supported bad bills. Every one of them. Just like us. We get bad girlfriends, we get bad wives, we make bad decisions. We bought a car from the lot. We're down the street, we could have got the motherfucker for $2,000 less. We made bad decisions. We made bad decisions when we fucking got a DUI. When we know we was drunk and we had no business riding down the fucking street. We made a bad decision when some motherfuckers took and beat their wives and shit. And beat their kids. Abused this one and did that. You made a bad decision. Do you learn from it? That is the question. Do we take you out back and shoot you? Shoot yourself. Please don't do that. And then some of you crazy ass people on here, let's just shoot ourselves. And Bobby shot. Nope. We're just having figure of speech conversation. So I love it when we hold ourselves to these high-ass standards, but we don't hold a white man and nobody else to these same high-ass standards. Shot in the one question. You support all Democrats? No. Okay, next, sweetheart. Well, your track record ain't good. No. I'm sorry, young lady. I support a whole lot of people that got elected and a whole lot of people doing some good shit. And the ones who did lose, these motherfuckers down here wish they'd have voted for those ones who did lose, but then they're now in other positions and they win it. Well, that don't work. You supported Kamala Harris. Well, I support Nikki Free. You're telling people to vote Democrat. And in a primary, miss, hello, this is a primary. There's no Republican. Oh, that didn't work. You supported Kamala Harris. You just get on here with your bullshit. Find my way. I don't have FBA on my shit, so he's going to let me in. In the words of Drake, I just think it's funny how it goes. I got y'all ass today, because we ain't finna have to come. You gonna sit on this motherfucker, you gonna get some information. I suggest y'all haul ass, because I'm gonna make you mad. One at a time. Hello, Miss Branch. How you doing? Miss Branch. Miss Branch, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How you doing, Miss Branch? Have you been here? Have you listened to the conversation?
Yes.
Miss Branch, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You're in Texas, right?
Right.
Okay. In Texas, where you originally from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Jamaica, the island.
The island, Jamaica.
So Cliff Branch is from Jamaica?
My mom was, not my dad.
Okay. So what year did you move over here?
I came here well, we went back and forth. So he was in the league, and we was going back and forth to family house.
So your brother is Cliff Branch?
No, my brother is, I have a brother, Cliff Branch, and then I have a brother named Brent Branch. I have one that's Anthony Branch, and I have a sister named Diana Branch and Melanie Branch.
So you have one of your family members going to the Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
And which one is that?
That's my dad.
Oh, that's your dad. What is his name?
Clifford Branch.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you came back and forth. And so what city did y'all live in when you came over here?
My mother passed when I was 8 years old. So I went to my people in Jamaica, and then when he called for me, I'll come back and I'll go to California.
Oh, okay. So you was in California.
Hmm?
And so you went to high school where? You went to school, high school?
I went to private school in Houston. So when off season came, they made something that I leave early so I can go in, deal with him, be with him.
So you mainly stayed in Houston, Texas. Did you see?
I stayed in Houston and I stayed in California too.
Okay, so communities. The question is, the communities that you stayed in were they predominantly black communities?
They was black and white.
Okay, are the communities that you stayed in, that you grew up in, are they white? Are they still predominantly black?
No, it's the region gentrification came around.
So all those communities, it was a large part of Jamaican people living in those communities that you lived in, whether it was Houston or California.
Yeah.
So
they was living all over.
So you kind of lived in it, like in Broward County. We got an area called Lotta Hill Lakes and Hills, I think it is, where it's a large part of Jamaicans, and then we have a community called Little Haiti, North Miami, a large population.
Yeah, I've been to Miami.
So in those communities that you stayed in, was a large population of Jamaicans.
It was a large population of everybody. It was Hispanic, it was white, it was Jamaicans, it was everybody.
So now let me ask you this here. So you go back there right now. Do the place look the same or is it different?
It looks the same, yeah.
So the same.
They have a gentrification. That only thing they did is build some townhomes like off the freeway, and they just put some townhomes periodically in the neighborhood. But it still is the same neighborhood.
Okay. So it didn't change that much as far as the people.
No.
And the economics. They just put